Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Boomy Reactions. I am Boomy, hello and thank you for watching. And welcome back my lovelies, welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to be making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Okay, so I've received the ingredients from some of our very kind viewers and supporters. And thank you again guys. So there's no reason to not dive in and make some. So I've got a few different ideas on the go here. So come with me, let's have a look. Okay guys, so I'm making my first authentic American peanut butter and jelly sandwich, my PB&J. So we've got the bread. Here we are. This is, personally, it's my bread of choice here in the UK because it deserves good bread. So this is what we have. This is my favourite. So a good old Welsh batch. Right, we're going to start off with peanut butter. So I don't know if any of you remembered me saying in the UK, so this is our kind of generic peanut butter. I'll show you the comparison to these other wonderful American peanut butters. So let's have a look. As you can see here, guys. Oh, this one's actually quite good. This one isn't as dry as the rest. So the texture of this isn't too bad. I'll see if I've got an older one. Hang on. Oh, yes. Let me show you. So the temperature in my kitchen is about maybe 19 degrees. And I don't know if you can see this, kind of crusty, quite hard peanut butter. So yes, your peanut butters are, by comparison, much softer, smoother, nicer. So I just thought I'd show you what we have here. You know, it's peanut butter. It tastes fine. I would probably say that your peanut butter is much sweeter as well. So let's open our Skippy. Hello, Bento. Sorry, I've just been joined by my dog, Bento. So he is going to be a taste tester today. He can have peanut butter. So you like peanut butter, don't you? He's wagging his tail. He says yes. Right, guys. So we've got it's sticky here. So for this one, for the first one, I'm going to use Skippies. So I did taste this one in one of my last videos, my taste testing videos. And yeah, so look at that. The texture of that is just gorgeous. It's smooth. It's lovely. So I'm going to spread it on one slice. And I'm going to go crust to crust. I'm not cutting the crusts off. I don't like cutting the crusts off because I think it's a bit wasteful. So we're crusts on today. And literally loads of peanut butter, crust to crust. Now, is there any such thing as too much peanut butter? Personally, I think no. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna put a ridiculous amount on, but at the same time, I like peanut butter, so I'm gonna be generous with it. So try and be as neat as I can without making a mess, getting peanut butter all over my hands. So I don't want to see any bread. Okay, there we are. Guys, what do you think? Is this enough? More? I think that's an ample amount. Do you know what? I'll try it. We might need more. That's okay. The next one will just have more. So there's our peanut butter. And I'm going to go in with my jelly. Some Concord grape Welsh's jelly. Now, I have tried this on toast. It's delicious. It's very, very, very tasty. So I think we want a good amount on here. I don't want too much though, because otherwise it's just going to slip and slide all over the place. So let's spread this. Let's see how far this goes. So it's been kept in the fridge. So the texture of it is quite firm. So we were advised to keep it in the fridge as well. Otherwise, I imagine it would be, runnier. Oh gosh, no, that's not going to be enough. We're going to have to get more on there. Don't want to be stingy. Yeah, one more. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing again, crust to crust. I don't want to see any bread. Don't want to leave any bare surfaces. I'm actually thinking I probably put a little bit too much on. No, you know what? It's fine. Right. Generous with the jelly. Right, okay. That's neat enough. No need for perfection there. Right, it's not going to slop off. There we are. So, you know, it's holding its shape. There's nothing running off. I don't think that's too much. I think that's fine, right? Okay, so away we go. Right. And I'm going to cut this in half. Ooh, is it still a little bit slip and slidey? There we are. Now, what do you think, guys? I think I would say that's like a 1-to-1 ratio of peanut butter to jelly. No? Yeah? Right, now. It's time for the big test. Okay. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I love peanut butter, and I am quickly becoming a massive fan of this jelly. Like I say, I eat it on toast at the moment because I think that's a British thing to do. We love jam on toast. But the jelly is nicer as well. It's sweeter. So, okay, I'm going in for the taste. Mmm. 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 Okay. Oh, that's heavenly. That's so lovely. I think if I put too much jelly on that, if I'd gone in with a little bit more, that would have started to become a bit sickly. But with the peanut butter being not bland, but significantly less sweeter, it strikes this perfect kind of harmony in the sandwich, this perfect balance. Do you know, I don't know if this is a British thing maybe, but I'm so used to the combination of like jam and butter. I'm wondering what it would taste like if you put, you know, if you just spread a little bit of butter on the slice of bread that you put the jam on, sorry, the jelly. So I'm wondering what it does to the flavour. Obviously, you don't need it on the slice with the peanut butter because it's butter, you know, it kind of lubricates it fine. But yeah, so I think if I left this sandwich, so if I made this in the morning and I wanted it for my lunch and resisted the temptation to eat it throughout the morning, I think the jelly might start to seep into the bread a little bit. Do you think? I mean, does anyone else have this dilemma with the PB&Js? So I can see already it is starting to kind of soak into the bread. Can you see it there? So I'm wondering, would it be a total culinary sin to put a layer of butter just under the jelly? Is that really bad? Well, I'm going to try. I'm going to see what it does to the PB&J. And I've got a few variations here. So I love jam on brioche. I love jam on toast, but the only thing that elevates that, makes it nicer again with my sweet tooth, is brioche. I love brioche bread, and toasted brioche is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to try and make it with brioche. That might be far too sickly. It might be far too sweet. But, you know, this is how we find these things out. We have to try. So first of all, I'm going to make the same thing. I'm going to put a little layer of butter on that jelly piece of bread. 2 seconds. And we're back with our bread. Delicious, delicious Welsh loaf. And I've got some slightly softened butter here. I say slightly. Yeah, it's spreadable. I love butter. I will eat it on absolutely anything, just short of eating it raw. But I do love butter. It just makes everything better, doesn't it? It's a proper, it was not a comfort food, but it's like, you know, it just makes anything a little bit more comfort foody. Am I making sense? Okay, there we go. This is our jelly slice. I am burning through this jelly. You can see how much I like it. I think that's enough. It was very, very borderline amount of jelly in the last one, so I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, see, I don't know, it's kind of, it's not soaking into the bread as much. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. We'll see, we'll see. So, crust to crust. There we are. We don't want to see any bread, any naked bread. That's offensive to the eyes. No, thank you. Right. I feel like I should be using the Jif on this one. I'm going to have to use that next. Get a little bit more. Crust to crust. Is it more common in the US to cut off your crusts? I don't know. Does that elevate the PB&J? I don't like wasting crust. I think this is just from like a childhood thing and just being told to not waste food. So it's always in the back of my head, no, you can't waste those crusts. One thing my parents used to say to me is that eating your crusts gives you curly hair. So you'll never get curly hair if you don't eat your crusts. But I remember having slightly curly hair when I was younger and just thinking, yeah, but I don't like my curly hair, so I'm not going to eat my crusts. Oh, it's silly. Right, okie dokie, here we go. Okay, I feel like this one is kind of slipping a little bit less when I cut through it. There seems like there's less resistance. Okay. So I think we've still got a good ratio there of jelly to peanut butter. It's time for the taste test, guys. Like I said, butter and jam is a favourite combination over here. So I wouldn't have jelly or jam on toast without my butter, but I am a big lover of butter. So just applying that to your PB&J. Again, I hope it's not a culinary sin. We'll see. Let's go in for the taste test. So. Okay. Now, controversially, I think I like that because it's added that butteriness to the sandwich, but it's still distinctly different from the peanut butter. So, guys, if this isn't already a thing in the US, please try it. I personally think it works. There's no need to do it on the slice for the peanut butter because, you know, there's no need for it. But on the slice with the jelly, I feel it's giving that kind of barrier where the bread isn't going to soak up all of the kind of residual kind of jelly. And I don't know, I just think, try it, see. So you can see the butter there. Can anyone, is that close enough? Can you see? No, I don't know if that's obvious. Like if we were to have like jam sandwiches in the UK, I've got peanut butter on my thumb. Like jam sandwiches over here in the UK, we would butter the bread. And I think it's a good thing because it allows you to kind of, I don't know, you've got the jam in the middle there without it kind of making the bread soggy. So I think it's a nice little barrier. So, you know, give it a go if it's not already a thing. I think it's good. I like it, but like I say, I love butter. And the combination of butter and jam is delicious. So that's a plus for me. I'm liking that. Now, there is another variation that I would like to try. I'm going to try this with brioche because, like I said, I have a huge sweet tooth. I love brioche. I love toasted brioche in particular. I'm not going to toast this today, but I am going to try and substitute the bread for brioche for this next PB&J. Let me know, guys. Is this an absolute culinary sin? Is this something that you guys regularly do and you're just thinking, you haven't created anything new there, Boomy? This is just, it's just good. So let's have a look what this does to the PB&J. Just a generic sliced loaf of brioche here. The slices do tend to be significantly smaller, which I don't know, maybe that means for some people that, you know, it's a good justification for having two. But I'm just going to make the one today. And we're not going to go in with the butter barrier because brioche itself is already very, very buttery. So I feel like that would really, it might be a bit too much butter overkill. I don't believe that's a thing, but you know, you never know. So here we are back with our jelly. Come out, jelly. It's not there yet. It does not want to come out. I shouldn't have put it upside down. There we go. Give it a knock on the door. Okay, let's spread this. Definitely don't want to use too much here because the brioche is already sweet. So I don't want it to be absolute overkill with the jelly. Get it nice and even. Okay. What do you think here, guys? I haven't gone too overboard, but at the same time, I've not been overly stingy. But like I said, I don't want to really overwhelm how sweet it is because of that brioche. And you know what? For this one, I'm going to use Jif. Should probably use a different knife for this, just in case there is a significant taste difference. Okay, it's a little bit firmer, I think, than Skippy. Maybe like slightly less oil. Like, is that, would you agree? Ooh, does it smell nuttier as well? It's still an improvement on our peanut butter, so regardless. It's a really weird thing to say, but I'm just loving spreading it because it's so much softer than our peanut butter, especially in the winter months when the houses get colder. It's sometimes it can be a little bit of a battle to spread the peanut butter. Right, guys, sandwiched together. Oh, it's only little, but it does have to be cut diagonally, doesn't it, guys? I am the neurodivergent side of me has to have these cut into triangles, not squares. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay, so you can see the ratio here. I think that's pretty 50-50. I think that's like a 1-to-1 peanut butter to jelly ratio there. Although I've tried to be a little bit stingier with the jelly. So here goes. Mom. No, 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 no. Guys, I did a bad thing. It doesn't work for me. I love brioche. Love it. But it's throwing off the like the flavor dimensions and the ratios. It's just throwing everything off. It's the bread, because it's sweeter, is making the jelly kind of less sweet. And it kind of feels like it's just almost merging in with the peanut butter. So, I mean, you know, what's not to like? I'll eat it. But that's a pass for me. I mean, maybe if it was toasted, it might, I don't know, might tempt me a little bit more. But for me, the brioche is too sweet. Sorry, I did a bad thing. I tried, you know, nothing wrong with being experimental, but that's far too much. It's too buttery and too sweet, and it's taking away from the jelly and the peanut butter. So, you know, God loves a trial. There we are. For me, this is heavenly. This is unbelievably delicious. In fact, I'm going to go in for another bite. In the middle, it's actually tastier than the sides. I've tried to keep it even. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's all about when you get into the middle. Actually, I understand why a lot of people cut the crusts off, because once you have that lovely white bread there, oh, and those levels of peanut butter and jelly, they're absolutely delicious. So I think this may quickly become like a favourite of mine. I'm going to start having one of these for breakfast, I think. I don't know, I just normally associate jam with breakfast time. And peanut butter. The peanut butter, the Skippies, or the Jif, massive improvement from the peanut butter from the UK. It's delicious. It's spreadable. It's softer. It's sweeter as well. So that's delicious. And I like the little jam barrier, not the jam barrier, the butter barrier. I like that it's keeping the jam as a filling there with the peanut butter instead of it kind of slowly soaking into the bread. Can you see here? Get my other sandwich, you see? I mean, maybe that's not a terrible thing, but obviously it's the Brit in me that wants to associate jelly and jam with butter because the combination's delicious. So try it, guys. If you haven't already, that little butter barrier, super. But just the combination of peanut butter and jelly, oh my gosh, it's delicious. How have I gone this long not trying it? I don't know. But I think if I tried it with peanut butter, like the peanut butter we would get over here, and if I tried it with jam, because we don't traditionally get jellies, or, you know, if we do, they're imported and they're very, very expensive. I haven't seen any though. I've seen Gooba, you know, the one that mixes them together, the grape and the peanut butter. But if I was to try one over here and it was British peanut butter with jam, I think it'd still be pleasant. It would still be nice, but oh my gosh, there's just nothing that beats that jelly. The texture of it is just so, oh, I don't know what it is. Like it's different to jam, obviously, isn't it, guys? And it's just, there's my dog. Bento, you need a taste test. Would you like to try some peanut butter? Yes, he says. Come here. Okay, you've got to compare the two though, Bento. Do you want to cut here and... Okay. This is going to go horribly wrong. Okay, Bento. Hi. Yes, it is. No. Sit. Now, you're going to try this. Yeah, I know you like peanut butter. This is peanut butter from the USA, Bento. What do you think? Oh, we've got a wagging tail. He's being really polite today. He'd normally scoff this. Oh, we made a bit of a mess there, Bento. Do you want me to leave you alone with the spoon? I could leave him and he'll carry on, but Bento, you've got to taste the other one. Taste the other one. Okay, less on this spoon, Bento, because you've got a figure to watch, mate. Sit. Oh, yes, there's another one. This is Skippy. Oh. Now, I don't know what you guys think, but personally, I think he scoffed the Skippies a lot quicker. So I think he's a bit of a Skippies fan. But we do have a still tail. So it's hard to say. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Which one did he prefer? Right. Okay. There we have it, guys. An authentic PB&J is made by me. So it's a no for me for the brioche. No, just don't try it. It's nowhere near as good as the regular PB&J. So huge fan. I've actually scoffed one of the sandwiches in between takes. That's where that one has gone. Absolutely delicious. Again, I can't believe that I've never had one of these before, but there we are. You've recruited me. I'm a huge fan. Right. So we have had a fan from Bento as well. He hasn't been able to try the jelly. It's too sweet for him. But I think he's a big fan of the Skippies and the Jif. Which one do you think he liked more? So anyway, guys, yes, thank you for sending in the ingredients. Thank you to everybody. And thank you for watching this video with me, guys. And it's bye from me and Bento for today. See you later. Bye-bye.